Okay, so I did my face today. I like it. I found like a makeup girly that is my shade, and I think that this was probably the best person to follow. We got a lot of the same products, and I'm missing like 3 things on my makeup kit, so I need to grab these 3 staple items that she used, because that's gonna take my face from regular to baby. Who's that girl? So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah. I'm trying to see if one of my friends will take me to go get my baby shoes so I can go drop them off to him. Alright, so we got like 20 some days left of the year. I really want me and my kids to be rehomed by then. We've been in my grandmother's house for 8 months, and while I'm grateful that I do have a grandmother that I could stay with, it has just been an experience I would like to end. I'm ready for what's next for me and my kids. I'm ready for normalcy. I do have an agreement pending with the creator agency, so I'm super excited about that. I feel like I'm about to hit the lottery or something. I don't know. Not that I played the lottery, but whatever. I do feel like abundance is like so close, and that's really what keeps me going. So, I think giving up is like the easiest thing you can ever do. So just staying the course and staying motivated. Extremely hard to do, way easier said than done. But if you can master that, you can do anything. And I don't know about y'all, but I've always, since a kid, believed that I could do any and everything I set my mind to. And because I think that, I do it. So, yeah. I'm a lover girl. A lover of all things progression. So I love evolution. We love a good evolution story. And so this year has taught me a lot of lessons. Patience is something worth exploring with care. I think that I've just become a more patient. Hi, who is this? Who are you? I'm only asking that because my kid's father's name is Roland, so I really just don't like your name. But hi. So yeah. Anywho, I need to go pick up my son's shoes for basketball tryouts. He played AAU basketball from the time he was 5. So he was like 8. And they made it to the championship. He played for a really good team, a Caucasian suburban team. And right now, he's going to be trying out for his school team. We got into a really bad car accident back in April. This would have been his 4th year of AAU. He sat out. He had a really bad burn under his arm. And it caused him to gain like a little bit of weight, and he became like a little chunky. But I do think that he's back on the right track. Of course, because he lived with his mom and I'm vegan. So just a lot of intentionality behind like really raising student athletes. He's a scholar. He got a 3.0. A lot of transitions. Like I said, my boy had a rough year this year. Last year we moved to, me and his sister and brother, we moved to Atlanta. Because me and my oldest child, if you've been following us, we do not get along. We don't see eye to eye. He's very crazy. So I left him here with my aunt, his great aunt. and that didn't work out. He had a horrible situation where he was just getting into some stuff, and it caused me and my other son and daughter to have to come back. Unfortunately, we ended up stuck here. Someone broke into my childhood home that I was living in that belongs to my mother. My mother owns it. Somebody had broken in. I'm pretty sure it's someone that I know. I don't know who it is. I do hope that karma continues to turn them every which way but loose. But yeah, they broke in the home. They stole the AC unit, the furnace, the stove, like things I needed to be able to move back there. So it just put me in a state where I've been with my grandmother at my grandmother's house since March, and it's just been like hell on earth. So yeah, multi-generational living is not for black families. So yeah, it's me, my 3 kids, my mother, my grandmother, and my nephew that's 20. Yeah, so it's just been like a lot. So I'm just happy that I was able to figure out how to get my baby some shoes because I am unemployed. I've actively been looking for employment for a year with a college degree. So yeah, I do content. We do content, and we do get paid for that here and there. But as y'all know, that's an oversaturated market. Everybody's creating content. Nobody's doing it like I'm doing it, so I'm not really worried about that. Everything I do is oversaturated, but nobody gonna do it like Amber, so there's that. So basically, I've been doing some contract work and things like that, but yesterday I called my child's father, and unfortunately all 3 of my kids do have the same dad. And I'm like, yeah, Ashton is trying to try out for his basketball team. I live in Detroit. It give New York. I love the East Coast. My ex actually is from Philly. But nah, I'm from Detroit. I appreciate the compliment though. That's a compliment. Like, look, I'm a Philly John New Yorker in my head, delusionally. So yeah, I love the East Coast. But yeah, so I called my child's father. Now he does pay child support. The minuscule amount he pays for 3 kids is just, it don't put a dent in nothing. You good. But yeah, so he does pay child support. He's paying $435 a month for 3 kids. And just to give y'all some context, our kids are 8, 9, and 11. And all of our kids' birthdays are in January and February. So we're literally about to have a 9, 10, and 12-year-old. So $435 a month. Imagine in a recessional climate what that does not do. And just to give you another back pretext, our sons that are 9 and 11, about to be 10 and 12, are in a size 7 men's shoe and a size 9 men's shoe. So I'm paying upwards, even for shoes that my kids don't even typically want or are not cool, $100. Cheapest shoes, $100. And that's if I'm catching a deal or on sale, or if I end up knowing somebody that works there. And I also want to tell y'all, my baby daddy worked at Snipes for 4 years and bought not a kid. No, he did buy our oldest son a shoe one time. I went in there several times and the discount was already used. Imagine having 5 kids and using a discount for shoes, not on them. But whatever, I digress. So yeah, I call him. I'm like, yeah, your $107 payment cleared, and I ordered our middle son some shoes. Well, boots, because it's winter in Michigan. So I'm going to order him some boots. And I ordered Ashton a new book bag because his book bag was torn up. So he needed a new one. And I'm like, I also had to put $40 with your child support payment. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kevin. Please like, share, and subscribe. Look. So, yeah. And that's why I'm like, I know God don't bless no mess. So this man been stuck in a rut since I left him 8 years ago. And because you don't do right by your kids, you're never going to flourish. So, I truly believe that. And I know it's true because he literally in the same spot I left him in. So, yeah. God don't bless no mess. And so, basically, he like, oh, I don't know what you want me to do. Buy him some shoes. I'm like, you can order them and get them shipped to the store. Even though I don't have a car, I'm a mom. So I'm like, I can figure out how to pick them up. And he's like, oh, all I have is cash. I don't have a car. You're 33, bro. Or no, he's 32. I'm 33. He about to be 33. I'm about to be 34. But yeah, it's like, bro, it's always an excuse. It's never, oh, I can figure this out for my kid that didn't have to be here. So then he's like, oh, I have 5 kids. I'm like, what that got to do with my son? He didn't ask you to be a father of 5. He didn't even ask you to be a father of him. So that kind of stuff just really irritates me because, again, kids are literally the byproduct of unprotected sex. You know the risk involved when having unprotected sex. So I just feel like it's such a cop-out to be talking about what you can or can't do. Because you decided, you freaky frog, to have unprotected sex, knowing the risk, and a kid came of that. You making excuses for somebody who didn't ask to be here, who was literally just brought here because of irresponsible decisions. And you talking about what you can't do. Like, I would just never. So for me, it's just like, I got off the phone and my son was in the passenger seat and he's just like, so I'm not gonna be able to try out for basketball. No, baby, no, baby. You got a mama. You got a black mama at that. So I'm gonna always make a way on any given day for like my 3 children that I birthed that did not ask to be here, that are a byproduct of irrational decisions like unprotected sex. I'm gonna do the best I can because any job I've ever had, I've overdone. So being a mom is the same. Anything worth doing, I'm overdoing. So I'm gonna overdo the job of being a mom all the time. Am I gonna hate the job some days? As a single mom, most days I hate the job. Am I showing up, clocking in, doing overtime? Yeah. No PTO, no pay. I'm just doing it anyway. But I just feel like it's a cop-out for men, especially black men, to be talking about what they're not going to do and never have the urge to figure things out. Like, yeah. So, and then he's like, oh, go get a job. Sir, me not having a job has not affected my kids in the same way that your lack of parenting and presence has. So when we talk about what people need to do, you need to be a present father. You need to be a present father before you worry about what the mama do or don't got. And I think a lot of times in these parenting debacles, we're always like, you always feel and want to talk about the other parent. I do not care about the grown man that I share kids with. Let me be clear on that. I do not care what that man does. All I care about is his lack of doing his job and how it affects our 3 children that we share. I would never watch my kids fight for their life on a regular basis and do nothing to improve their quality of life. And then he's always like, oh, I'm living good and your kids are not. And do not get me wrong, my kids are not struggling, but we do live with their great-grandmother. We are sleeping on couches and things like that. So it's just kind of like, if you living so good, come get your sons. Come get your kids. If you living so good, I would love for them to live well with you because how good are you living if you're not including these kids? So yeah, morally, he just not there. And having kids is serious work, people. So, yeah, having kids is serious work, and I think that when you're in your early 20s, like I had my son, both of my sons, I was an undergrad, so I was a junior in college when I had my soon-to-be 12-year-old, and then I was literally a senior. I had my son in February of 2016, my second son, and then I graduated from school May of 2016, which was very difficult, might I add. And we'll talk about the struggles of like working through a failed relationship just for the stability to just get things done. Because my 8 and 9-year-old are a byproduct of me. Like, hey, let me try to work it out with my kids' dad so I can finish school, and the lack of support and community and things like that led to us having 2 additional kids. I'm grateful and thankful for, but realistically should not be here because we do not get along or we are not in a place where we can co-parent 8 years after a failed relationship, and that speaks volumes on why we should have never reproduced and procreated. But that's another conversation that things take for another day. And I really just don't even feel like messing up my energy this fell and bunking that. But yeah, when we talk about calling a spade, I think we need to bring back shame. especially in the black community when it comes to deadbeat parents. Like, I feel like deadbeat parents should be uncomfortable. You should be uncomfortable at the family gathering when you don't have your kids. You should be uncomfortable at your mama house when you don't have your kids. You should be uncomfortable in your own home when you don't have your kids. I just feel like we need to bring back shame. We need to let people know, like, parents matter. Mothers, fathers, parents matter. And a child does not deserve to be raised in a single parent home because of a failed relationship. A failed relationship does not mean children should go without fathers. It's ridiculous. It's a cop out, and yeah, like, we are literally fueling the prison system because of lack of black parents, black fathers especially. Especially when it comes to these black boys. Yeah. So I just feel like that's a conversation we need to have. People that shame around people not showing up for the job that maybe you don't want to do. Do I wake up every day and want to be a mother? Absolutely not. I would never lie to y'all. I would never lie to y'all. Absolutely not. Some days I am quite literally over it. I'm quite literally over repeating myself 10, 12 times. I'm quite literally over redirecting 10, 12 times. I'm quite literally tired of being a referee every morning, every night. I'm a mediator. I'm a project manager. I'm an organizer. All of these things that I'm still trying to get me together. I'm still figuring out who I am, which I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. It's not a good thing. I just feel like parenting in the black community is just one of those things we just don't take serious. Like, you're literally raising the leaders or the failures of tomorrow. And failures of tomorrow look like pipeline of prison, fueling a prison system that is predicated on, like, so many negative things. So for me, it's just like, I'm intentionally trying to parent, intentionally trying to break generational curses, intentionally trying to raise the next leaders of the future, because we barely have any. And let's be clear, single moms are working very hard. Even though I don't have a job, I'm working extremely hard to make ends meet. And there are mothers that do have jobs and they're not present parents because they just can't afford to be. And if their kids had active fathers, they would have better kids. And I think that's really the trajectory of everything. You are only as good as your home life, and that is why my main goal is to improve me and my kids' home life by getting us back into our own space. Brian's the dog. You should just look. Go ahead and click off. I don't like your energy. But yeah, so basically I just really want to give my kids a childhood that they don't have to recover from. And that starts with getting us back in our own space. So hopefully we can get there soon. That is the plan and the mission. And I need to see if I can go get my son's shoes and drop them off at school so he can do basketball auditions, because gratefully we do have a village that cares about my children's success. And that doesn't always include family. And I'm realizing that. I'm at peace with that, and I like that. So yeah, I need to figure out where to get these shoes, pick up the store. And I'm also going to take the time to clean. I need to go get our stuff out the dryer before my grandmother decides to, I guess, throw it. She likes to throw our stuff on the floor and all that. So, yeah. And I need to find like a storage bin or something, because right now me and my kids are living out of bins. And because when I moved back, I wasn't planning on leaving Georgia or staying gone, all of our things in the storage got sold off to the auction last month. And so I've just been buying new stuff, and now the bins are full, and we need an alternative, because yeah, people just be throwing our stuff all around, and that's chaos in itself. But again, that's another story for another day. And shout out to my glam team. It was me. Did my own makeup. Did my own makeup for the shake up. Yes, did my own makeup for the shake up.
We're gonna have to get. I got a key to the back door, so I guess you have to key off that.
So y'all.
Yeah, I believe these are the keys that Ashley gave me that I couldn't find where the hell she. I'm gonna have to ask her.
You said what?
There's a guy running late, so he said he'd be here.
Oh, okay. Nice. So yeah, that's it for me. I'll like check back in with the peeps later. Toodles.